stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a round-the-way girl to let me. Showtime, Mythic Apollo. I'm about the bottle. Take two and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
On a muggy night here in Houston, Texas, it's a perfect 72 degrees inside NRG Stadium. Tonight, we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from Houston. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Play action. It's Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lawrence. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on blitz.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. This will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. Check man.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 3rd and short, this is Janovich. And that one going nowhere for from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Here we go on 4th down. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Lawrence.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They have things going their way.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3, so I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
The Texans at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guy.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Houston. His first career touchdown pass, and yeah, it's clear. But he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, and make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
They go play action now. Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Lawrence will throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars! A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it. Because to me, it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air. And what a result. Big-time play.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
7-7, our score after 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On play action, Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
7 Pirates. 18, Pioneers.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive
as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission.
Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Let's take it at around the 40.
Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Runs over it as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 20. So a net gain of 1 there. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check match.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Unlock Lions! Unlock Lions!
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
On the jump. 18 rattlers. Alert. Panther 11.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Freeman. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
They just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And some room to run now. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 16-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Lawrence. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jags are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And this one is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Go, Reed, go. Bronco switch, Bronco switch.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Okay,
right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Freeman. And this is taken in at the 5. They're going to look to throw.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll run with Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And this winds up a disaster nowhere near the marker. The trick play does not pan out here on 4th and goal. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Texans have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
104 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Here's Lawrence.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Lawrence. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
On the set.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
He was brought down by Foyesade Oluwakin.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Hey, check that, sweet.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And his kick is good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Texans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter,